Welcome to Weldon Road, the home of Castleford Rugby League. For this is a Group C game between Scotland and France. Just run through the teams for you. For Scotland, at fullback we've got Blee, McCarthy, Ballantyne, Hugh, Miller, Thompson, Burns, Gilmore, Rudd, Bailey, Symes, Coombs, Lilly, Houston, and then reserves have Norris, Ribeiro, Lawson and Rush. Just pause now for national anthems. Very good rendition there for the French national anthem. We go to the French team now. At fullback, Nicholas, Van Brussel, Bernard, Fouquier, Raimondi, Kristanovic, Rostan, Garnier, Tenner, Clara, Stefanutu, Durand, Guaricelli. Reserves, we have Rodriguez, Loitier, Casamay and Casamandu. Now you see the French are going to kick off, so the Scots must have had the choice, they must have won the toss. Usual configuration. Remember, there's no wing forward in this game, this is Rugby League. We all know French play Rugby Union. 13 aside, there goes Tusa. And it's going to be Fouquier, he gets going, that's good. Prop number 8 and goes in for tackle, good high tackle now. Ball's going to come out, oh. Good tackling by the French, keeping, got to get in there quick. Very important that everybody gets a good hands on the ball now. They're crossing there, you're not allowed to do that in this game. Ran in front of the ball carrier there. Crossing, that's what the referee's given. So the French are going to get the third penalty of the game. Probably going to go for touch. Interesting too, the French players have got blue hair. Make it easier for me. Oh, a good kick, very long kick, not so much yardage. There goes the French captain. The French captain is number 2. That's Van Brussel. There goes the French prop, number 8. Garnier, scrum half, well the hooker should say. Out to the loose forward. That was a very dodgy pass there. That could have been a forward pass. They were very lucky to get away with that. Oh, there was no problems. Oh, Hooker's trying to go on his own. Wrap the ball up, got to keep the ball. The centre comes out now. That was Bernard. Oh, the military fullback. What's the referee given now? Oh yeah, Scott's offside. You've got to retire 10 metres. And what the French decide, they're going to go for goal. Well, it's important to get the early points on the board. Very important decision there, and yeah, he's going for goal. So that's going to be the standoff. Chris Manovich. Looks a bit old for a student, really, but who cares? Yeah, he's going to weigh this up. He's going to go for it. Looks like they're dispensing with the piles of sand and whatever gizmo they use, and they're going to just use a plastic tee, which is good news. Okay, there's no running forward in this game, not like rugby union. Once a penalty is given, you just have to let him kick. If he misses, he misses, and if he gets it, he gets it. Okay, Scott's got to stay behind their lines, and everything goes quiet now. There's a French fullback, Nicolas. We'll look for big things from him when the high kicks come in. Was he missed? I think he was missed there. Yeah, he's missed just wide on the left-hand post. So the Scots get the ball, and I think it's going to be a tap on the 22. Oh, there's a kick on the 22. The referee says, he's the boss. So the French line out to receive possession again. Scott's got to be behind the kicker. So they stand off there looking, and the ball comes out. That's going to be Chris Manovich. Good track of the ball there. That goes to the wing. That's Van Brussel. It's a good stand-up tackle. That should have been. Yeah, the second row. That's their job. They've got to get in there quick. Looks like it's hurt his leg there. That's Cringe Lily. Ball comes out again. Good French running there. Good French running off the ball. You've got to give the ball carrier options. A good tackling the Scots, so they've got to get in. They've got to get in. Stop this ball coming forward. They've only got 6 tackles and they've got to do something with it. Oh, dodgy pass. He's on the break here. And the centre goes through and he's in. He must be in. That's a very good try there. Very good try. First blood to the French. That's Bernard. Very good try. Taking on the fullback. Maybe the fullback should have come out and tried to tackle him. Because once you get towards the line, the momentum will take you over anyway. So Chris Manovich got another opportunity there to kick Morris in the same position as the penalty. So maybe he'll do it, maybe he won't. He didn't last time, as we all know. Good play from the runners, good play from the French. Both these teams obviously have played England, both have beat England unfortunately. So it looks like it's going to be a very good game. The French side, as we all know, the Gallic French, are very good at running rugby. They're very good at free-flowing rugby, so the rugby league will suit them. It's not a static game like rugby union. This really will be a good chance for them to show what they can do. So Hush comes down now. Prepares himself to take the kick. The Scots have a bit of a conflict behind their post. They've got to sort this out. Oh, and he's well missed that one. Well missed. Never mind. Never mind. He is playing in the World Cup. It is going to be a bit more pressure on him. Playing for the country, I mean, what an honour for anybody who plays sport. More so, I think, in rugby. It's such a hard game. So, the French are going to kick off now. The Scots are going to look to take this ball. It probably will go to the fullback. That's Blee. And here comes the kick. And it's off to the wing. Oh, that's the second row there. Second row giving it to the left wing taken down quite easily there. That was Miller who was taken down. He comes out now. Oh, and there goes the centre. Howe's taken down. Scrum half off to the prop. That prop is Gilmore. Gilmore takes it out to the 10-metre line. Scrum half again. Oh, they've got to do this. They've got to drive up with the ball. As Bailey takes that ball in there. French looking a bit scrappy on the tackling actually. They're not up too quick. But it's a tough game. They've got a long way to go. That's a loose forward. That's Houston on the ball there. Ball comes on now to the scrum, the stand I should say, Thompson. Oh, it's a high kick. Here comes a fullback. Oh, he's taking it well. That was a beautiful catch. Oh, under the pressure, that was very good. Gets a well-deserved round of applause there. That was Nicholas on the fullback there. Looks like a classy winger, this, the captain. Van Brussel, looks very classy. Goes to the centre, Fouquier. Fouquier had a very good game against in their first game. Against I've forgotten who they played actually. Never mind. Ball comes out. Oh, you could have been. That's dodgy. You've got to play the ball properly. Krismanovic goes out to Bernard. Bernard's tackled well there by a clutch of Scottish players. That's what they've got to do. They've got to get into this game. They've got to wrap up these boys, or else it's just going to be a walkover. Krismanovic there goes out. Oh, and he's in again. Good. That's good play. And Fouquier was taken down. He made a big impact against England actually in the write-up in the press. He did really well. And there's an overlap here. No, he should have given that ball out. He should give that ball out. Give it. I said that the Scots wrapped him up and he's glided through. And he's in. Well, that's an amazing try there from Guardacelli. An amazing try. Again, in the England game, he was supposed to be the one player that did shine in the second half, which was supposed to be a bit of a lackluster performance in the second half of the England game. England losing that game, as I said, by quite a margin. We only got 4 points, so just one try for England. Pretty sad, pretty upsetting, but we should press on. So again, Scotland find themselves stood behind their post, facing a French conversion, so that's 2 conversions, 2 tries, and 1 penalty. So there. Guardacelli taking that try. The French taking on water. Luckily it's calmed down a lot today. There's a lot of rain being on today. It's a nice day for rugby league. Nice day for rugby football. It's dry conditions. I dare say there's a bit of water on the pitch. So it's going to make it a little bit easier for the kickers. It's make it very hard for the fullback and the wingers trying to judge where the ball's going to go. And he goes up there. And he's missed again. Well, he should do a bit of practice on that kicking. It's his technique that's wrong there. He's not kicking straight through the ball, as you should do. Obviously, kicking a rugby league ball or a rugby ball for the start is a little more difficult than kicking a football. But you have to dictate where it goes. So Scotland prepare to take the ball again. Ross Tang will take the kick-off, I think. He's discussing there with his second row Durand. Yeah, there he goes. Oh, and his cheeky little 10-metre kick. Oh, that wasn't a knock-on. That was not a knock-on. It was the second time, though. If you notice that it hit his chest, then it came down, hit his hands. So it's unfortunate there for Balancine. Unfortunate. So we go for the first scrum. Interestingly enough, a lot of league sides are starting to contest the scrums because they realise they can get possessions. Ball comes out, and that goes to Romandou. Romandou is taken down there well by Thompson. Ball comes out again. Scott's going to be very careful. You've got to stand, got to keep on side there. You've got to stand behind the marker and not interfere with play. Ball comes out again. That's Krismanovic. Out to the centre. What's he doing with the ball there? Back to Krismanovic. That is Clara. Clara is wrapped up and he's taken down by 2 good strong Scottish tacklers. That's Rudd and Bailey. Ball comes out again. This is Rostang again. Bit of indecision there. The hooker getting ready. That's Tenner. Goes into the prop drives. So he's lost the ball there, so it should be Scotland's ball. Yes, play on. Good decision there. Now the centre, number 4, Howe. Bit of indecision, he should grab the ball and run with it. There's the other centre getting into action. That's Miller. Scottish scrum half, Rudd takes the ball, goes out to the full-back, Blee. Blee's taken down well by the Frenchman. Scrum half again, out to the prop. And he's wrapped up well by his opposite number. Scott's driving out there, but they're only, what, 30 metres? That's the kick, unusual kick there from the second row. And the winger's not down there. No, I'm sorry, I think that was Burns, the scrum half, who took the kick. But the Scots are in there again. They've got to stay outside. If you can see this from this angle, the Scots have got to go back to 10 metres and the referee's going to give them offside. Yeah, he's looking there. The referee's looking for offside. You've got to really make an attempt to get back on side. It is tough with the 10 metre rule in. Oh, that's some great play there. Some fantastic play by Romandou. And what's the referee giving there? The referee's given lying on the ball. So it's going to be a French penalty. Chris Manovic wants to eat up some ground, get near to that French line. And it's a very good kick. Just 10 minutes gone in this game so far. And it must be said, it's a lot of French pressure. But then again, they do look a classy outfit on the evidence of the previous 2 games against Japan and England. There goes driving in, that's Clara. To be the old Scots aren't getting more into the game, because you can't see anybody really eating up the ball, eating up the yard. That's a very dangerous thing to do. Should play the ball properly. The referee would and will give a penalty away for that. Warning the Scots to stay on side. Oh, switch move there. Out to the centre and out to the wing, and the wing's in there. That's a good serve. That's the French captain. Another superb, that's Van Brissel. So, a bit further out in the wing, the Scots are getting hammered. Let it be said. So that's 3 tries and a conversion to 0. That's 14-0 at the moment. The Scots have really got to get this together. It's very hard in this game of rugby league. Once you start scored in, it's easy to put your head down. It's easy to get upset and worried about what's going on. And obviously concentration is a big thing. We'll change the kicker here. And oh, it's just out. It's a bit closer though. Yeah, it's Foulquier, if you wish. I must apologise to the Frenchmen if I'm pronouncing their names wrong, but we can try our best. So Scotland, they've really got to dig in deep now. It's going to be tough, tough, tough. Yeah. Well, I make it 14-0 with the scoreman's got it as 12 now. Wow. I could be wrong. I doubt it, but I could be. So they've got to drop out again. This 10-metre gone. Good ball, good hands. Now the Scots have got to drive in. That's number 3. That's Valentine again. Remember he gave the scrum away last time they kicked off. That's the wing, McCarthy. McCarthy's wrapped up there. What they've got to do now, they've got to get the forwards into the game. Forwards are there to go forward. As that man trying there. Oh, bit of a dirty tackle there. Yeah, I should think so as well. That's Symes. Symes was getting roughed up there on the ball, and the referee's given a penalty for laying on the ball. Obviously the French want to keep the Scots down here as much as possible. But it's a good game so far. There comes Thompson. Thompson, big long kick to touch. Good kick. Made a lot of yardage there. What about 20, maybe 21 yards, or metres if you prefer. The ball's going to come in now, and it's going to go straight to Burns. Burns gives it to McCarthy. McCarthy drives in. Good driving Scottish play. That's what you want. That's more like it. That's what you need. Get in there again. That goes to the prop. The prop, that's Bailey. Oh, he's held there. The ref should just give that. He's held. That's fair enough. Let's get on with the game. And that's what the scrum half thinks as well. Oh, and he's given, what's he given? Offside penalty for the French not being onside there. Well, that's interesting. What are the Scots going to do now? They're a long way behind in this game. So, are they going to go for goal? Yes, they're going to go for goal. Well, 2 points is better than nothing. So James Howe is going to prepare to kick this. It's interesting. Look at that. He's digging up the ground with his boot there. It's a rugby union thing to do. Unusual. Don't really see that in rugby league a lot. They normally use sand, and obviously that's what the man came on there. He's got to back up the sand. But Howe doesn't want that. He wants to carry on. He's throwing his gum shield away there. He can concentrate on his kicking. It'll be interesting to see what happens here. As you can see, the French are stood in front of their line. That's because the penalty's not within 10 metres. That's a bad kick there. That's a miss. So the Scots really let France off there. Sad. But you make your decisions. The captain makes the decision and he sticks with it. But at least Scotland should get possession back here. But you don't know with these tricky French players. They might just go for the 10 metre. Now it's a long one. And he's going back, and the winger should call for that. That's Miller taking the ball now. Drive hard in there. Oh, nearly a high tackle there from the French number 8. That was Garnier. full-back, Blee taking it up. Oh, the scrum half should get in there and give him some support. Burns should get in there and push him, because the French are pushing him back. Oh, he's going on his own. Indecision. You can't do that in this game. You've got to use the ball. That's why you're the playmaker. You've got to go for it. There goes the hooker. Hooker to the second row to the right wing, McCarthy. McCarthy obviously got the ball there from Coombs-Lilly. Not a bad play. There goes the standoff. Oh, what's happening? I was going to give it, and the referee's going to give a knock on. It was a good play from the French there. He wrapped out the ball, man and ball, just as he was trying to pass out. Well, not pass out, but pass the ball out. And Thompson, unfortunately, gave the knock on. So, the French going down. Scrum half, Ross Tang puts the ball. Oh, you've got to tackle him. There's no point just pushing him back. You've got to get that ball, you've got to get him on the ground. This is what Scotland's got to do now, drive in. There, the crowd used to rugby league, that's what they applaud. That's what you've got to do. Having said that, the Scots beat England 22-10, so they can't be a bad side. But I think they're warming up now. A few tackles. They realise they can play this French team. That's a very good tackle there. A lot of praise should go to Coombs-Lilly there. Just sent the wrong way, the hooker. Oh, there goes the other prop. Bailey. Oh, grab Warren, put him down. Very good play by the Scots there. That's what you need. You need a lot more aggression, a lot more tackling. That's a knock on. But the referee, the referee gave that. You see there, because what happened was the Scottish player knocks on the second time, so you can't give away. You can't just let him go like that. If he'd have picked the ball up cleanly, I'm sure he'd let the game flow. But he's given the scrum down to Scotland. So Burns getting ready. Burns getting ready to play the scrum. But there's been a bit of a knock on the head for Thompson to stand off. There you can hear well, it's very true. The Scots there saying you've got to talk amongst yourselves. You'll find that the most vocal team will be the best team. They all know what they're doing. And we've got a substitution actually. Number 10's going off for Scotland. That's Bailey. He was pretty sad. He was getting into the game there. And one of the subs is coming on. But unfortunately I can't tell you who it is yet until I can see his number. And that doesn't help either because I can't see it. That is number 15. So that's Ribeiro. Ribeiro's on the field. He gets the ball. Yeah, there he goes. So very important when you come on as a sub to get your hands on the ball, get a good run in, tell the opposition you're on the field, and it steadies your nerves. There goes the prop number 8. Gilmore. Very hard French tackling though. The hooker, the hooker, Rudd. Plays well out there, the centre. That man, Howe, missed the penalty. Oh, we got, go on. Oh, good French tackling there. Full-back. Oh, dodgy, very dodgy. The referee says he went back, that's fair enough. What's going on here? Oh, got to chase him, and just jump on him. Make sure that ball does not go any more forward than it has to. The French looking straight on the attack again. Scotland really ragged at this moment in time. They've got to get back, they've got to get onside, they've got to reform, and somebody's got to call the shots for them. There goes the scrum half. Ross Tang, looks like a very good player actually. Ross Tang goes out. Oh, he's breaking through there. I think he'll offload that ball and it will go. The French will come down this right wing. And that's Fouquier. And he's through. No, drive straight. Go for that ball. Go for the line. And the French really are just all over Scotland. Look at that. They just kept that ball alive and refused to let it go dead. That was a fantastic passage of play by the Frenchman. There comes a stand off, it's Krasmanovic. And he's on to the second row. The second row is just short by a metre. That is Stefano. On his little grabber kick through there. All depends what the ref gives. No, ball goes out. It's Scottish. On the 20 metre line. Could be a dropout. What was he given? Play the ball. Play the ball at the 20 metre line. So at least the Scots keep the ball. Driving in. That's the fullback. That's a bit of a dodgy decision. That's Blee. Really, you want your props in there because he was just taken right back there, and the Scots have given away a tackle and made an inch. This is the Ribeiro. Another good player, big stocky bloke. There's this Stromhouse drive, he's lost the ball. There goes his opposite number. It's off his number. Rosstown gets the ball and he's made room. He's opened the play out. Big indecision by Krsmanovic there. French captain's on to play with dummy half. Van Bruscher. But he's wrapped up well. He's wrapped up very well by Coombs-Willie. Coombs-Willie's really getting into this game. Oh, dodgy, very dodgy play. What's he going to do? Dancing, weaving, but he's put down eventually. I think that's Coombs-Willie again, and it is. Frenchman gets out there rather slowly. And the French props through. Oh, and he's through, and he's through, and he's into the line, and he scores. Oh, fantastic try. Garnier, what a fantastic try that was. Two of the French players, Krsmanovic over there, telling him well done. That was another fantastic try. Very good. As you probably heard from the announcement there, it was the right play. So Garnier's in there with his try. Another superb try. Good hard running from the French. And we're on about 22 minutes, something in that region. So we're about halfway through, and it's 16-0. Plus this conversion. Frenchman there, sorting out what's going on. This is Folkier. And Folkier. Only got a French substitution. Off goes Stefanotu. And on comes Loitier. Oh, that's a very good kick. Kick through the ball straight as a die. So that'll lift the Frenchman's confidence. The Scots, Howe, he's limping now, I've just noticed, so maybe he won't take too much out of this match. He could be substituted any minute. Well, it's got to be said, it's all France at the moment. They've got a lot of the open flowing ideas. Scotland's very rarely got into the French half. Maybe that's okay, that should go back. Yeah, the referee says that went back. Driving in there, good hard tackle, that is fantastic. Miller really felt those Frenchmen there. Full back blue, he's wrapped up. Interesting what he should have done there. Well, there comes the Scottish prop. That's Gilmore driving, trying to keep going forward. Come on, sir, watch this, what's going on. Stromhouse out to the hooker, the ball all the way. Oh, that's dreadful play. If he gets on this ball, that was good work there by the left wing. It's unfortunate he was put in that position, but Miller took it very well. Scotland's Howe driving in there, big bloke for a centre. Looks like a forward. Good kick, long deep kick, that's Thompson. Fullback, French fullback Nicholas picks up the ball, drives in. Oh, and he's missed that tackle. Oh, but it's a good wrap up there by Thompson. Thompson's been very good. Just outside the 10-metre line, the French are. Now they come driving forward. Good wrap up play there. That was a very good play actually by Rod. Took the Frenchman down, very tough. Oh, and he's away. Yeah, and there comes the French captain. And he's running down the lane, he's going to beat him on the outside. He's there, he's in. All he's got to do is keep going, and he's caught. What do you thought happened there? Oh, he's just held up over the line. That was a fantastic break there. Scots were in danger of getting away penalty anyway. Here comes a driving Frenchman again, another prop. That's Clara. And that's still held up over that line. That's the 5th tackle. The referee's called the 5th tackle, so it's going to be something. What's he given now? He's given a penalty. Not playing the ball properly. Yeah, he shoved it back with his hand. You're not allowed to do that in this game. I said earlier on they have to be careful. So the Scots get a penalty. That'll be a relief to the Scotsmen, I dare say, because the French were pressing again. The French were nearly there. That looks like Thompson going to give a kick to touch. Kicks through. Not a bad kick. Not a bad kick. Don't go for yardage. Play safe. Go for touch. Make sure you get the ball. There goes Burns. Burns really shouting at his forwards there. Really trying to get them going. This is Miller on the wing for Scotland. Drives the ball in well. The props should be lining themselves up for this ball, or the second row. There goes the prop. Number 8, Gilmore. It's very difficult, Scotland. They've got to do something. They've got to get this game going. You've got this bit static. It's a bit sluggish. Even there's Symes there trying to take the ball up, but it's not really working for them. Oh, and that Scottish player is well wrapped up. McCarthy there. Looks like he punched somebody. That's very risky indeed. Frenchman telling him the hours of his ways. He won't understand him, I dare say, because he's French. But the referee wants to have a word to the winger. That is very true. You can't do it in this game. The referee, call him sir because he's in charge. He's the guy who tells people what to do and makes the decisions. It's not up to the players. The players just play the game, and if the referee sees the infringement, he'll give a penalty. The Scotsman, he could possibly be sin-binned for this. He really could. Danger for Scotland. The last thing they want to do is go down to 12 men. Just having a word with them, tells them to calm down. Look, it's only a game. And it was a hard tackle. Yeah, it's good away. Good refereeing. Just had a word with him. He's a young referee. He's doing very well at the moment. Every decision I've seen him make has been a sound one. So the French, are they just going to take a tap penalty? No, they're going to take a kick to touch. So they're halfway between the 10 and the 20-metre line. Good driving French play again. That is Clara. Clara takes the ball and scrum half comes out to the other prop. The other prop driving in. Only TC through again. Ooh, he was nearly through there. That's Garnier. Garnier plays the ball now. Second row takes the dummy and goes blind. That's the fullback. Fullback's wrapped up well by Scotland there. But again, you know, the French are the boys with all the decisions. The lineman's seen something there. He just goes and tells the referee, keeps the flag up. Let's see what he's given. He's seen something. Dash into his face. What's the referee going to give? It looks like a Frenchman's in trouble. Sorry, I mean a Scotsman. Yeah, Scotsman's in trouble there. So, who's that? Not quite sure who that is. But whoever he is, if he's not careful, he won't play anymore in this half of the game because it's 10 minutes. It's number 3. He's balancing, losing his cool. It looks like he was dragging down the skull cap, scrum cap, whatever you call it, and the French just take it. And he's driving in there. Well, that's a fantastic drive from Clara there. Took a good decision on himself. Nearly worked. Here comes the other prop. The other prop, the other prop, Garnier. Oh, missed ball. Run with that ball. Run with it. That's what you've got to do. You've got to take this ball and you've got to go for it. Like it's a very simple game. Get ball, run away with ball, and score a try. And that's what these Scots have got to do. They've got to get points on the board before this half finishes. That's it. Roberto looks a good player. Probably one of the best Scottish players on the field. He's only just come on about 10 minutes ago. Scrum half there. He's got to make decisions. He's too static. Now is not the time in this part of the field to mess about with, should I run, should I not? You've got to make the decision and go for it. There's the Scottish second row. Coombs Lilly. Not a bad play, he's doing really well. Oh, it's a kick forward and they've got to chase. The Sensors have got to chase that ball. And it's left up to, look at that, it's left up to Thompson to chase his own kick. We've got to get on with this, the Scots, they've got to do it. Oh, that's a dread, that was so obvious. If you saw the player there, you know, Miller just gave him far too much room. Here comes the, drag him in, get him down, stop him moving. Now you've got to stay on side, very lucky there. Miller, getting a bit niggly. I think he knew he'd made a mistake there. Here comes a hooker to the scrum half, to the centre, to the other centre, and it's up to the replacement, and the replacement's into 14. So, Guzman Du is on the pitch, and I didn't see that. That was a fair tackle. French are going to be upset there, but that was a very good tackle. Good hard tackle from McCarthy. Here comes the kick from the bomb. Yeah, there it goes. And he's going to let it go dead. He's going to let it go. It was very risky there, the full back. Brave man, the me going to get in. Blee just watching that ball go, which means the Scots will get possession. If the ball goes out from a Scottish player, then they have to drop out from underneath the post. But as you see, France kicked it dead, so the Scottish get a tap on the 22. The main thing is obviously that Scotland keep possession. Here comes Roberto, very lively player, very big, strong player. He's doing really well for Scotland. Probably only got 15 of him on the park, including the subs, of course. That's another good play. Don't start thumping his back. That is just ridiculous play on Symes. Just get on with it. Okay. That was a very dodgy pass there again. Scrum half wrapped up by 2 players, and that's Burns. Got the ball from Thompson. Thompson trying to make things happen. At least he's having a go. There we go again. He's just wrapped up. He's made 10 yards. This is the last tackle. They've got a kick. Ooh. Now that was very, very lucky. If only McCarthy had jumped on that ball, it would have been another 6 tackles to Scotland, because the Frenchman did try and play that ball. But France have got it now, and they come away with the prop. This big lumbering prop, he's a big hard man to put down. That's Garnier. Look at him go. Look at him trying to stop him. He's still going. That's fantastic run. Fantastic run there. Goes to loose forward to the centre goes to the centre. Oh, he slips on the ground. Bit of wet ground. As I said, there's probably a bit of surface water, because it was absolutely pouring down earlier on. And he's the French captain. Oh, he's in there again. That's dreadful. Dreadful from Scotland. Yeah, they just can't let this go. That's Fouquier again. Very big score. So, what can you say? Scotland have all the problems. They've got all the questions to be asked of them, and have they got any answers? Time's run out in this first half. We've got 6 minutes to go without any time added on. There shouldn't be much added on, because it's been a very good game, very free-flowing game, not much stoppages at all. But Scotland are going to have a hard time with it now. They're going to have a very hard time with it. So that's Fouquier's with his second try. The French. You can hear the coach there organising his men. Here comes Fouquier again, trying to convert his own try. Studies the ball, saves the post, drives through, and that's good. No, it's just out. Well, what a surprise, but that was very close indeed. The crowd stand by that. They all thought it went in well. So we've got about 6 minutes to go, and it's 22-0. 22-0 to France. Scotland have got everything to prove in this game. If they don't, they're either in for the playoffs or the plate. They're not going to go to the semi-finals. Long drive out there. And here comes Scotland driving in. Come on, Scotland. The crowd there trying to get Scotland going. That should be McCarthy, and indeed it is. There goes Roberto again, just a strong runner. But I think what they should do with him is make him second receiver. Ball comes out there, that's where he should be. Take the ball at full speed, and that'll cause the French a few problems. That's more like it. You need shouting. The players with the ball need to know where their teammates are. But that's not what's happening with Scotland. Scotland are a bit static, they're a bit quiet. And that's it, just get the ball. Oh, he's lost the ball there, that's dreadful. Oh, so all the French do there is play typical rugby league, just jump on the ball, secure possession, and then come away fast, with furious hands and furious feet there from the full-back, Nicolas. Oh, that could have been a very dodgy tackle, but there's nothing wrong with it, it was just a bit low. Ross Tang, ball's come out there to Guarcelli, one of the try scorers. Ball comes back to the right wing. Oh, and it's coming through again. Oh, he's wrapped up by 2 Scottish players. Bit lucky, I think. Right there they are. Oh yeah, that's a knock on there. It was a bit too ambitious. So at least Scotland will get possession. They'll get a scrum. Oh, and there's a Scottish player down there in the middle of the field. It's a big prop. Big Scott Gilmore. Aptly named Scott Gilmore. But he looks okay. Going to go in. That prop there with his hooker and his other prop. 2 second moves with skull caps on for Scotland. Just chatting, talking what's going on. There's another Scottish player who's Had a bit of a bump, a bit of a bang. It is a tough game. It's a very tough game. If you're not prepared for that, you're going to get injured. Another bit of break in play. We'll talk about what's going on. It's all been France, really. Scotland have hardly got out of their half. I think on two occasions they've got out. But nothing apart from that. There we go. The fullback Blee. At least he wants the ball. At least he wants to play. He's trying to get that ball going up. Here comes the wing, McCarthy. McCarthy takes it, and you've got to straighten up, mate. You've got to keep going straight. There's no point going to one side. You've got to drive straight. If you can't do that, just take the tackle. There goes the hooker. That's a Rudd. Rudd, a bit slow. Goes drum half. There we go again. Acting halfback, takes the ball, and doesn't do anything with it. Oh, dive on the ball. Never ever do that in rugby league. That was another dreadful mistake by Symes. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Let's get on with the game. We still kept it alive. It's not like rugby union. This is rugby league. Dive on the ball, and you still got possession. There we go. Then Ribeiro again. Oh, that's a shame. That was a good tackle from Clara. Come on, Scotland. There we go. Pass that ball out. Come on. That forward pass. That was very close, but at least they're trying now. At least they've got some good ideas. It's looking more rosy. It's looking a lot more rosy for the second half for Scotland. It couldn't be much worse in the first half. But they're trying hard, and I'm sure they will be disappointed more than any of their supporters here. So the French have the scrum, and what's the referee whistle for now? Scottish loose forward is going off, and so Miller, the wing, is going to take his position in the scrum. So he's gone right off the field now. So Houston's off. Oh, the French come steaming through. That's Guardicelli. Oh, he's dropped the ball. That must have gone forward, and it has, yeah. Never mind. Maybe just forcing the pace a little bit. Forcing the pace a little bit there. But again, what a dynamic French play that was. It was excellent. Free flowing, good quick hands, quick thinking as well from the French. Oh, good tackle. Alita trying to drive up now. This is what they've got to do. They've got 6 tackles. They've got to drive up as much as possible, give to the forwards, and do what they can. That's Lawson there just took the tackle, and I'm playing number 16. Looks like he's going to loose forward. That was another dangerous pass, but they've got away with it. Maybe, fortune favours the brave. Coming out to this left wing here. Oh, a dodgy thing to do. Give that ball out, play the ball. They're looking very static. I'm sorry to say, but they are looking very static in the middle of the field. Thompson there trying to do something. Miller's in there again. What's he doing in there? Should be on the wing. But it looks like he's gone in to the second row loose forward position, and we've got number 14 on the left wing. That's Norris. Good French hands, good French kick. Scotland giving a penalty away there on the last kick. When you give the high ball, you have to give 10 metres. You have to give 10 metres to the defending team, and that's not what they did there. If they'd have done it in the previous tackle, maybe in the 4th tackle, that'd have been quite alright, but not at the last tackle. So the French make good ground there. Oh, it must be 20 metres. Very good. Scotland press back to the halfway line. They've got to stay on side. I know they're keen. They've got to stay on side. There goes the French prop again. And Garnier. Been very good, the 2 French props. Very, very good. Garnier and Clara. There goes the second row. Second row gets eaten out there by his opposite number. And number 16 for Scotland. That's Lawson. Playing very well, actually, Lawson, since he's come on. And the French switch it back to the right wing, and they might get a try on here if they're not careful. There goes Blee. Oh, and it's through. That's not a forward pass. Oh, he's giving it. Oh, well, didn't look like a forward pass to me, but obviously, the referee gives the decision. We have to respect that. And he's given it. That's fair enough. But it was a very good French move again. Scotland were well up against it. If that ball had gone to hand, if it had gone to Van Bruffel, he'd have been in for another try. But as it happens, it didn't come off. Ball goes in, ball comes out from the scrum half. And he's running across the field, a bit of a waste of time there. Now pass the ball out, now that is again blue. Oh, there's a half-time whistle. Well, at least Scotland are trying hard. They're looking better than the first day, but I'm sure they're shell-shocked. We arrive at half-time with 5 tries to France and 1 goal, so that's 22-0. Okay, and here we go for the second half. Welcome back to Weldon Road, home of, as I said before, Castleford, home of people like Lee Crooks and Fran Obotica. The Scots here getting the kick-off, and I'll have to pull something out of the fire because they are getting trounced on by France. The French are doing the can-can all over them. So let's see if the Scots can do a bit of Highland fling and pull back into this game. French take it up there, and again he's making good yardage, very good yardage. That's Stefano. Too. And again a missed tackle there, and the French are driving. That's number 15, that's Rodriguez. Oh sorry, no, it's number 16, Loitier. French coming in, that's the second tackle, this is going to be the third. Number 17's on there. Kazanov coming out again, right across the field, hold on to it boy, hold on to it. The centre Bernard taken to ground. The French, oh, it's the last tackle, and the French are into Scottish territory already. And it's a good kick to the corner. Will that go dead? And it's gone dead in goal. Touch in goal. So, what's he going to give? I should think he'll give, yes, a drop out underneath the posts. Oh, he's saying that the Scotland player got a hand to it. Well, that's interesting. I didn't see it, but there we are. I can't see everything. So Scotland have to stay behind the post. The unfortunate thing about this is that Scotland again are pinned back behind their line, and they'll have to give possession away to France. The Frenchman just queuing up for that ball. Good hands there. Good hands from the hooker. That's Tanner. If my information's correct. Tanner's getting good tackle in there. Oh, and there goes the French pocket. No, number 17, sorry. And that's Kazanov. How comes the ball now? Right out to the centre, a dodgy play there from the French, but again look, they're keeping the ball alive. Keeping the ball very much alive. There goes the sub, he's off on a straight, and the French are down just outside the 22. Into the final 10 metres of the French territory, and they're in again. Is he in there? I should think he's in. Yes, the referee gives that. That's another excellent try. Another excellent try for the French. And I should think that Garnier. Many thanks to the announcer there. I couldn't see his number, but he looks a bit distinctive with his two-tone hair. Looks like he's got highlights there. Interesting for a rugby player. But a Scottish player is down on the floor. It's Symes. Symes down the line. He probably received a bit of a heavy tackle, or he gave a heavy tackle, and he came off worse. French boys line up again. It must be a bit repetitive for them walking back, but they've got to keep going. They've got to keep this game going. And Scotland, unfortunately, will have to make a decision. Is he going to go off? Is he staying on? He's not moving much. He's trying to get up now. That's what the referee's saying to him. So you've got to get on with the game. Meanwhile, the French kicker, Foulquier, is lining up for his kick, studying the post, studying the ball, just waiting for the referee, saying, "Sir, are you ready?" Oh, in French, obviously. And he addresses the ball. I think there's some French people down the bottom here, shouting their instructions to the French. But it's a good, strong display by the French side. They're playing really well. Oh, well, that's never going to reach, unfortunately, but never mind. People sniggering, laughing over there, but I'd like to see them have a go. It's much more difficult than you would think. Much more difficult. Okay, so at least Scotland will get a touch of the ball now, as the French kick off again. Honestly, that's a funny one. Oh, the centre's missed it, and there goes Ribeiro is doing really well. He's taking out the ball well. No, the winger's got it. Should be your props, should be your forwards getting in there. That's McCarthy. Ball goes out again. Oh, and it's a missed move. He missed everybody. Good missed move, and luckily Miller, the opposite wing, was on the case. Well, what can you say about Scotland so far? They're not really doing much. Got them running around and like headless chickens. Ribeiro, he'll get things going, but he can't run without his legs, and that's a fantastic tackle there. Oh, yeah, he's pushed him down. What happened there? Ribeiro was trying to get up, and as the French player got off, he pushed him down on the floor again. Just eat up a little bit more time to give France time to get back on side. The referee says, no thank you, won't have any of that. There you are, you can have a penalty Scotland because of it. So the French push back to 15 metres from the halfway line, maybe 20 metres. So that's interesting. Bit of an altitude for France, I dare say. And the ball goes in for Scotland. And there goes the hooker. Driving out, that's Rudd. Ball comes out again, that's the winger again. Bit of a hard tackle there. Miller, ball out. And that's more like it, Scotland. Get the ball going, grab the ball. You've got to get possession this game, mate. You don't look at the ball, jump on it. You secure possession for your side. Thompson luckily cleared the ball up there. Ribeiro made a mistake. Bit unusual for him. Go on, Scotland. That's a good drive. That's a very good drive. Ball comes out again. Ribeiro off to the second row drives in. And it was unfortunate because the fullback was in line. And is he going to go? Yeah, he's going to go. There's the winger. And he slips. Pity. Looks like a promising Scottish attack. McCarthy there takes the ball. Ball comes out again. And is he going to drive through? What's the referee giving? I think he was going to give offside there. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he was offside. So, decision time for Scotland. Going to go for goal. Going to go for a try. We're going to go for goal. No, yeah, there's people there shouting around, don't be silly, that's true. You know, there's no point. They're 26 points to nil behind. What's the point of going for a goal? Go for the 6 points. But no, he's going for the 2. Well, I'm sure Thompson wants to get his name on the score sheet, at least, if nobody else does. But I think it's a bit foolish. Lines this ball up. The Scottish subs and replacements running on, giving their players lots of drink. Water, I might add. Nothing else. No whiskey or anything. I don't know if anyone might play better to have whiskey, but I digress. So here comes the Scottish standoff. Thompson looks at the ball, studies the ball, looks at the post. Everything goes quiet. Apart from the children. And it's there. Well, Scotland are allowed to get on the board. We've played something like 8 minutes of the second half. I wonder if this is the opening of the floodgates. I hope it is. I don't think it will be. But let's hope for a bit of British pride at least. That the Scots can stand up against France a bit more than the other teams. But then again, England only scored a try. Well, 4 points anyway, so it could have been 2 penalties. In fact, no, I think it was. I think it was 1 penalty England scored against France. So obviously, as the French have shown here, they are a classy outfit, and in the press after the English game, a lot of commentators were saying that France showed enough to go all the way, and they've definitely shown it here. Look, here comes another superb ball out, and there goes number 16, and he just strides out of that 2-man tackle. It's amazing. How does he do that? That is just amazing. And off goes the scrum half. Telegraphed that a little bit. There was a gap, but then again, I mean, Scotland was in 6s and 7s all the time. And there goes the French number 15. That's Rodriguez. Oh, sorry. No, that's right. He is Rodriguez. And the ball comes a bit stagnant there, a bit on his own. You've got to support the ball carrier. Unfortunately, everybody on the other side. Come on, there goes the French prop. He's only kicked the ball. So, Scotland now have a chance to attack And the centre's taking that chance. That's good play. Good play by Ballantyne. Or Ballantyne, I should say. Oh, a bit of a high tackle, but he did grab his protective guard, not his neck. So, Ribeiro, listen to the crowd. All screaming for Scotland, all wanting him to get on and do the business. There goes the prop. Good hard drive. This is more like Scotland. This is more like it. Gilmore there. Ball goes out to the hooker. Hooker's a standoff. Standoff to the replacement number 16. And he keeps the ball alive. That's good. The fullback. Blee's wrapped up. That's much more like it. The referee, no, it's not the last tackle yet, so they've got time. Comes the winger and he's taken out, and now it is the last tackle, so we've got to see something from Scotland. And the standoff, and it's a cross ball kick. That is very good play. Now drive him right out, and is he out? Yes, he's done that. That's good. Well, that means the winger's taken into touch, so Scotland will get head and ball at the next scrum. Again, pressure on the French. Scotland keep possession. It's not out of the bounds of possibility that Scotland could come back into this game. They're trailing by 24 points, but a few tries keeps people going. Oh, the ball comes out. What's the referee given there? No, he's just, okay, Scotland got that. At least they kept possession. It's a lot better than giving the possession away in this game. You get 6 tackles, as I said before, you've got to use that possession. You've got to use it. In goes the Scottish number 12, the second row. That was Coombs-Lilly. Played rather well, actually, Coombs-Lilly. Scrum half driving forward. The Scots seem to have got the idea of this game now. Not to be too insulting, but Burns there, taking the ball out. You've got to get out to your wings, mate. You've got to get that French defence sliding. Get them tired out. There's no point keeping that ball in there. Now out. Come out to the wings. Again, look, 5 tackles now, and they haven't moved it. No, that's not going to go anywhere. So, France, very good defence. But the Scotland show, I'm sorry, they've shown the naivety of the game there. No, they should have passed that ball out to the right wing and try and get the French defence to slide across and tire them out. That's the tactics of the game. But as we carry on with this particular passage, the French are attacking again. That's another driving run from the French centres. And the ball comes out. See, this is what France are doing. Sliding one way, sliding the other. So the Scottish defence have got to keep at. They've got to run back and forth. In fact, you know, the French are dictating the game. And that's what it's all about. Number 17 there. Oh, he's just throwing the ball away, so the Scots, yes, he's okay. It's broken play, so he's not offside. And even if he was offside, he was trying to get back onside. It's not his fault the ball came to him. So good. Now Scotland. This is more like it, Scotland. Drive in there. Making good. You might have saw the scrum half indicating which way he's going to throw the ball. You can't do that. You've got to get on this ball and you've got to get going. But at least Scotland are playing a lot better. It's only 11 minutes into the second half. Blee seems to be a bit stacked. He's trying his hardest. I mean, he's only a slight fullback, but he's trying his hardest. Here goes the scrum half. The Scotland scrum half gets through there. Good play. Good play. This is more like it. Burns. Looks like Scottish hopes alive, keeping them alive. Ribeiro after the 17. After the standoff. Standoff chip kick. That's Thompson. And going through Scotland. Oh, what a shame. Referee gives a knock on. But instead of giving the scrum, he's just letting the French take it. French player wrapped up there by his opposite number. That's a good tackle by the Scottish boy. That was Rush on the ball there. French hooker. Oh, nasty handoff. Nasty little person. The hooker. Looks a fine little character. That's Tenor. Or Tenor, I think. But Scotland are much more a potent force in this half. At least they know what the French half of the field looks like. Good play. Good play. He's given that ball away. Must have. Yes, knock on. That must be a Scottish ball. Oh, never mind. Good idea. Good, well played. Blee knew what he had to do. Saw that ball on the floor. Knew he had to keep possession for Scotland. Dummy half was a bit asleep there. He wasn't really sure whether the ball would come out or not. Gilmore there drives up the ball. The prop. There goes the scrum half out to Roberto again. Roberto's eating up a lot of this ground. He's doing a lot of hard work. Number 17, I think that was Rush. For the second row, that was good play. That's more like it, Scotland. That's good play. That is good play. Now the Scots are getting the idea. Come on, drive it on. No, you should have passed that ball out. Sorry, Rush. You should have passed that ball out. There's an overlap. And you still might get it now. Pass the ball out. Come on. So the winger has to go inside. There's nowhere else for him to go. That's the 6th tackle. What's he given? Yeah, that should be a French ball. Yeah, it's a French ball. You can always tell the referee always stands on this defending side, so the referee came across to the Scottish side, they're standing in their line, so they must be defending. He does that so he can also check that they're on side. If you look at the referee, he'll look to his left and right. All the French players saying he's injured. That'd be a pity for France actually. Tano's been a very good player, he's scored a try as well. So he's got a break in play. The officials of both sides and the coaches and officials will bring on water so they can take on water. We're 15 minutes into the second half, and unfortunately the sad news for Scotland is they're now losing 26-2. That's just 1 goal to Scotland, 1 goal to France, and 6 tries to France. 6 tries. Amongst their try scorers was Fouquier, Van Brussel the captain, he scored, Tenner, Guarcelli. All these boys have scored, and other fellows as well. There we go, you can hear the Scottish physio there encouraging this time. The Scotland are playing a lot better. I don't know what they said at half time, but it must have worked. It must be something in the tea, I dare say, because they're playing a lot better. So there goes the start of the game again. The French driving in, that's the number 3, he's a good player. Bernard, I think it was Bernard anyway. The ball, well he says, the Scottish player ripped it out, but he didn't. Unfortunately for them, the referee didn't see that. And it was actually number 16, Loitier. But the Scots have got the ball, that's what's important. They've got another 5 tackles to go. And the ball, look at that, 4 French players. 4 French players. Scrum half, so acting half back there. Now, they've got to get on with this, Scotland. They've got to drive in hard. He's got to give it to his props. We're on the 5th tackle already, and we've made about 10 yards. So the ball comes out all the way to the wing. Pass it out. Oh! What's he given? No, he says it was okay. Says that tackle was fine, and it did look okay. It did look good. But Ribeiro again, a big threat to the French. Here comes the French fullback. That's Nicholas. Nicholas wrapped up there by Miller. Miller's a good aggressive player. He's getting into this game a lot more. Maybe been a bit nervous earlier on, but the Scots are thinking, well, we've got nothing to lose now. We're so far behind, we might as well just get on with the game. The ball comes out, very fluid hands there, very fluid passing. And the French players wrapped up. Oh, look, the acting half-back's away. That's Guarcelli there, and he's pushed off another French Scottish tackler, kept the ball alive, and they're coming the other way now. Oh, look at this play. This is very, very good. That's strong. That is prop forward play in rugby league. Strong runner, good hands on the ball. Well, the referee telling the Scotsman to keep away. What happened there was he held on to the player instead of just releasing, and the French could be in for another try here. They're not very, very, very careful. But Miller, say good aggression there, pushing him back, pushing his opposite number back there. That was Ramondu. But yet again, the French prop takes the ball like that. Garnier. Garnier's a very good player. Oh, and the centre in there. Scotland defending heroically, it has to be said. They really look like a different side this half. They look as though they actually played the game before. Good, oh, he's in there. That's another French try. Very good. Very, very good. Just not giving up there. That was Kazanov with the try. Number 17 with replacement. Very good try. So the French move on to 30 points. And we've got 20 minutes of this game to go. What can Scotland do? The French are really, they look as though they're just going to start playing for fun now. There's a referee having a quick word with the French prop Clara. That's good to see. Young referee just talking to the players, telling what he wants. No arguments, no aggro. But in this game of rugby league football, the referee is God. You do as you're told, or else you're off the pitch, my laddie. That's better kicking from the French standoff. That's Chris Manowich. At least he's got his kicking boots on now. They must have been left in the changing room. That's what it must have been. So that'll be 32 to 2. And France get ready to kick off, give possession back to Scotland. Innovation in rugby league. After you've scored a try, you kick off and give the ball back to the opposition to give them a fair crack at the whip. Especially if that was very lucky. If that was that was interesting. As I'm sure you must have seen there was sand there, so you could have been on the line, but no. Again, we don't have scrums or anything like that. It's a penalty, it's just a straight penalty to Scotland. Now Scotland will get the advantage of not only getting possession, but they will kick to touch and eat up a few more yards to get into French territory. Obviously, if you make a mistake, you're supposed to reward the non-offending team, and that's what happens in rugby league. Now they've got 6 tackles now. They've made some 20 yards, 20 metres, 20 yards. And that's all because the French kicked straight to touch at the kick-off. Okay, Scotland, come on now, what can you do? There goes Ribeiro again. Ribeiro's driving in straight and hard. He's a big fella. He takes a lot of putting down, and the French don't like that. They can see that. Oh, and there comes the Scottish prop. That's Gilmore. Gilmore's doing well, actually. He's doing very well. Big Scottish centre driving in. Number 4. That's Howe. He was limping earlier on, but it looks like that's good play. That is good play. But the French have got it. That's unfortunate. At least he was trying something. You don't mind if it don't come off, but at least he's a bit of adventure in the game. Fullback Blee takes down the French centre. Bernard gets up, and Ross Tang plays it to the blind side. And that's the French number 16, Loitier. Look at the aggression on his face when he was running that ball. Very good play there. Good play. Oh, you can't do that. He's going to get a penalty if he's not careful. No, it was a tackle. It was a fair tackle. You've got to get on with this game. The Frenchman down below this position actually was screaming at their player to shut up and get on with the game. Meanwhile, Krasmanovic passes out there to his French teammate, and he's going across the field. Well, Rostan's recovered remarkably well there, considering he was supposed to be so hurt by the Scottish winger. Gets it rather slowly. I'm sure this is just a waste of a bit of time. They're well ahead. Krasmanovic kicks over the top. The Scottish winger gets the ball and runs out. Again, in this game, you can't just catch and call for the mark. You've got to use the ball. Now Scotland will have 7 tackles now because the fullback didn't pass the ball. So they get an additional, it's called a no tackle rule. But all that's irrelevant now because Scotland's got a penalty anyway. But if he'd have carried on, it would have been 7 tackles. So Thompson kicks the touch. Good spiralling kick there. And 10 metres still in their own half. And the Scottish scrum half Burns takes the ball. And they drive up. Get the ball out there to Norris. So that's the first tackle. They've got another 5 to get on with it. Ribeiro, again, very impressive. I am impressed with that man. He's a good, strong runner since he's come on the field. And it's surprising that he looked probably the best Scottish player and he wasn't even in the starting 13. It's a bit of a surprise. Blee, the fullback, being tackled there. One of the Scottish substitutes, that's Lawson on the 4. Burns gets the ball out to Thompson. Thompson gets the ball out again to Howe. Oh, a bit of adventurous play there. Oh, that's a bit dreadful. But ball went to hand. France has got it, so the referee says, let's get on with it. Running in there, calm everything down, say, come on boys, let's get on with this game. Meanwhile, the ball comes out to the wing and the... Oh! That was very lucky, it wasn't a knock on. Got the French censor, Loitier. Again, another very good player. Oh, good tackle from Scotland. I'll say Loitier managed to keep that ball in hand and not give away the knock on. I think the French part, he's lost that. That's Clara, if I'm not mistaken, or I'm not, so it is Clara. And the French gives a knock, the referee gives a knock on. This is, again, good play. French team, it must be said, look a little bit pedestrian in this half. They must have realised they got the game won with 15 minutes to go. Offside. Is that what he's giving? Yes, he's giving offside. You might have heard from below our position here, somebody shouting offside, giving the referee a bit of a hand, but I'm sure he doesn't need it. So there goes Howe, the Scottish centre. Number 16 there, Lawson. Good, keep the ball alive. There goes to Burns, the scrum half, diving forward. Drive in there, man. Keep going. You've got to eat out this ground. You've got the possession, you use it. Good Scottish play. That's more like it. At least they've got their fire back. And they're giving the French something to think about. In the first half, they were very pedestrian. And they were just getting destroyed. Just absolutely destroyed. But now it's better. Ooh, get the ball. Now the French have picked that ball up. That's the French prop, would you believe? Over there in the winger's position. He's got to leave his upper number alone though. French number 15. That's Rodriguez. Driving in hard. The French just seem to have so many players that have got the ability to not only drive in hard, but just offload just there. As we just saw Gazmandudu. Krismanovic. Ball comes out again to the French centre. That's Foulquier. And there goes the French prop again. Look at these hard running prop forwards. How can you stop them? How can you put them down? Obviously Scotland don't know because they're not doing it. Krismanovic switches play again, and there's the fullback, Nicholas. But Nicholas is wrapped up with some 10 metres go. Oh, and the Scottish Piper's piped up, trying to get a bit of... He's off on his lonesome walk, the lonesome Scottish Piper. And what's the referee given there? Full in touch, I dare say. So it'll be a scrum down to Scotland on the 20 metre line. 20 metres in from the, well, 10 metre line, 20 metres in from touch to give the blind side a bit more of an appeal. Over in the lonely corner, there's the lonely Scottish Piper. And the crowd's enjoying that. They're starting to stamp on their feet, trying to get the Scots going, and I think they need something. As the number 17 there, that's Rush, who's obviously playing scrum half. Takes the ball in and out and just gets wrapped up. There we go, come on Blee. Scottish fullback. Oh, see there, at least he turned and had a look, but nobody was supporting him. They've got to go back to basic rugby league. They really have. Come on, that's Roberto. Another good strong drive run. Look, there's 3 Frenchmen on him there. And we've had a good half an hour nearly of this half alone. So, just shows what a fit bloke he is. He's still driving with 3 French players on his back. There goes Thompson. Thompson passed the ball out. Oh, go on Scotland. Keep going, man. Good play from Scotland. That was Lawson. There goes Thompson again. Thompson's going to kick. And come on, Scotland, attack that ball. Oh, and he's knocked on. Whoa, here we go. Come on, Scotland, grab that ball now. The referee said just play on. That is good refereeing. What's the point? The French for the 6th and 7th. The Scots could get in here. And Burrs drives in. France. They're going to come back. They're all onside now. They're all in defensive position. Thompson passes out. And what's the number 17? Rush going to do? No, not much. Just wraps up the ball. Come on, I have to get it out to the wing. Fullback Blee there, going on switch move. Oh, there's gaps here. That was so unlucky. If that ball had gone to hand, Norris would have been in the corner. And I'm sure that's what the Scots need. Just one try, and they'd be there. or thereabouts. At least it'll be a lot more respectable than trailing by 30 points. But at least they've got to play much better in the second half. Playing a lot better, much better. So it will be head and ball to France. And so French prop looks a bit, and the hooker looks a bit. I think he's carrying an injury. There's the French fullback, Nicholas driving out on the base of the scrum. Ball comes across now. Number 14, that's Kazmanju. Kazmanju getting up now. We've got to be careful we don't give away a penalty. And there comes a loose forward. Loose forward, Duarticelli. But he's lost the ball, and the referee says, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Scotland, you've earned possession, you've got it. And there goes Roberto. The crowd's really trying to get behind Scotland. And truth be known that the Scots have, really got to get their act together. The crowd are truly doing their best for them, trying to get them going. This Piper's had a go, and they have improved. They have improved by a bunch of signs there, taking the tackle. Scottish scrum half. Oh, it was very awkward. It could have been a forward pass there. But luckily for Gilmore, it wasn't. Now look at that. That is just fatigue to play. He just pushed that ball back far too fast. Keep it under. We're on the 5th tackle, so it probably goes to the standoff. It goes to the scrum half instead, and he's through with the ball. Interesting. So the French Rostang, the scrum half now, so it's a loose forward. What's the referee given? He's given a penalty for holding. That's what that is. Somebody who didn't have the ball was held on the floor, so he couldn't carry on, and it was probably Rush, I think. But anyway, we'll get on with it. There is Rush. Rush to Thompson. Thompson had Blee on his shoulder, but they didn't use him. Here comes Blee now, acting dummy half. There goes Rush. Rush plays it to the prop. The prop slips. That's Gilmore. So Gilmore will get up, and he'll give the ball back to Lawson. Lawson playing dummy half. That's to Rush. Rush to Blee. Blee kicks the cross-ball kick, and the winger could be in there if he's... Good ideas. Could put it behind the winger, and then he's got to trace back. That's very difficult actually to trace back and get the ball. So the Frenchman did very well. But it'd be good for Scotland to try and get a score in this half. At least one try. There goes the prop again. Big hard fella's brought down. That's Clara. And he looks like he's hurt. It's not Clara actually. It's Garnier. Actually, he was the man who was limping a little bit when he was forming the earlier scrum. So it looks like he's going to have to get off. Really? No, the referee's saying to him, look, are you alright or not? If you aren't, get away. But anyway, we carry on. Scotland's playing much better now, as I keep saying. They can't really get into their stride, but at least the French are pinned back. The French have seen more of their own half in this part of the game than they have since we started. There's good flowing moves there. Back to Chris Manovic. Chris Manovic sees his wingers, goes on his own, and he's through. Excellent play, and he's sidestepping there. He's looking for support. Here comes the French support. And there's the hooker. Tenner gets the ball out there to Rostang. Rostang, that's a dodgy decision there, sir. Sorry, but it is. That was a knock-on in my book. But the referee says no. Scotland have to accept that. And here come the French again. It's the last tackle. They go right out. Ooh, what goes on? Oh, hard luck there, Miller. But there's a knock-on from... What's he given? Well, it was the final tackle, so Scotland just get the ball anyway. It was a knock-on from France, but we'll just play the ball. There comes number 16, Lawson. These substitutes for Scotland have really got the game together this season. Number 16, number 17, Rush, they're getting in there, they're having a go. And here this man as well, Ribeiro. It's pretty stunning that they weren't in the original 13. They're going through, good lad, keep going mate, keep going. And support the man, you've got to support the man in this game. Burns did all the work there, and McCarthy was with him, but is the boss blue? What's he given? Get away, he says to the French. Get away. Come on, Scotland. There's signs on the ball. Or sign. Scotland drive in. The hooker drives in, but he's not going to get that. His hand's under the ball. So, that was a near chance there for Rudd. But the referee, yeah, he just held up. That's fair enough. So it's a scrum down to Scotland. That was a pity. That was a fantastic break. Obviously the best break of the whole half, for the whole game. Burns diving through there. But being a forward, not as athletic as the backs, and McCarthy really should have made himself available. Really should have got. He shouldn't have gone inside. He should have kept on the outside. That's what wingers are there for, to be on the wing. But you know, it's easier for me to sit up here or stand up here and tell them what they should and should not do. But it's a bit more difficult for them. Anyway, the ball's out. Thompson, possible to Howe. Howe's keeps the ball alive. That's a bit. No, that fullback was in an offside position there. But then our ball comes out again. That is Rush to Libero to Lawson. Yeah, Lawson takes the ball. He's lost the ball. What's happened there, sir? Come along, make your decision. It looks like now if you see the linesman indicating they raked the ball out there, so it's going to be a penalty to Scotland. You're not allowed to do that in rugby league. If the ball comes out and he spills the ball, that's fair enough, but you're not allowed to rip it out of his hand. So the Scottish player's down, he's injured. And that's Lawson. It's a pity because he's played well. Yeah. Over the tunnel there, he's been given as the man of the match. That's number 8, the French prop, Garnier. I think either prop could have that really. Or any of the front 5. They're playing very, very well. I think it's three-way tie between Clara, Garnier and Guardacelli, who is a very good player. What's the referee going to give now? He's got to get something done. There's only 4 minutes to go. And we don't want to waste much time. I mean, okay, the player's injured, but we'll have to get him off if he needs treatment, get him into the blood bin and get a new player on. Scotland ready to make the play, and yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. The player's going to go off. He's hurt, that's fair enough. So Scotland come away with the ball, and we've got a new player on the pitch, and it's number 3 actually. He went off on the first time. It's Ballantine. So that's good driving. No, that's not a knock on, sir. Come along. He's giving a knock on. That's tough. That is very tough on Scotland. But then again, the rules are the rules, and the hooker did knock on there. Rudd, maybe I'm just trying to help Scotland as much as I can from up here. And the Piper definitely is in the corner. So the French come out. Oh, and the loose forward, number 13, that's Guardacelli, he's nearly through. He's a good player. Ooh, what a hard, strong player that guy is. But you see, Scotland at 16-7s, the French getting on with it. There's the other prop. That's Clara. Oh, it takes a lot of holding down. There's only 2 men allowed to stand there. The third man's got to get back. The French come away with the ball again. That's number 17. That's, what's the referee giving there? Knock on? Yeah, I think they've seen a knock on there. So that was Cazenave, by the way. So it's a knock on, so it's heading ball to Scotland. And the referee, he's done very well actually, the referee. He's kept these players in hand, and it's been a good match. What's he given now? I think it's because the French are pushing too much. You're allowed to drive, but not until the ball's in. Ball comes out, there goes Thompson. Thompson to the centre, that's Blue the fullback, but all the Frenchmen's hurt himself there. That's a pity because he's a very good player, Bernard. Oh, someone should tell the referee he's not faking. Oh, he's up. He's injured though. I don't think he's going to take any more tackles like that. Anyway, the French on the back foot as the Scots tie for that line. Here we go. Come on, Scotland. Number 14, nearly got up to the 20-metre mark. They're inside the 22. Oh, don't mess it up now. Come on, Scotland. That was Norris nearly breaking through for Scotland, just running out of room. Blee, fullback, gets taken again. All these, you know, messing about with the play of the ball. You're giving the French time to get back on side. Scottish put there, wrapped up very well, tried to hand off, but Gilmore was just put down by the Frenchman. You've got to give him, oh, that was a bad thing to do there from Rush. Tried to kick the ball through, but it was just collected. Just, yes, I'll have that, says Guardicelli, and he gets hold of the ball now and he plays it out. Here comes the French again. That's Kazanov with the ball. A lot of these French players look a bit injured actually. Maybe they've run themselves into a standstill. Looks like cramp there. Yeah, look at it. Oh! Good line of defence from Scotland there. Blee, that's what he's there for, the last line of defence, and he was in there. Chris Manovich. Ball goes back into the captain. The captain's still going. That's Van Brussel. There goes the scrum half. The French are doing this, Ross there. The French are doing this all day, just keeping the ball alive. Scotland tackles someone, they just pass the ball out. But no, I haven't got it. Look. Oh, and the winger's well out here, and his number 15's in for a score. Yes, there he goes again. That's Rodriguez in for his try. It's very good. Very good French play. What happened there, they took the ball in, drove up the middle, sucked in the Scottish defenders, and then just passed the ball out, quick hands. And as you saw there, the acting winger, Rodriguez, the man on the wing, had nobody there to tackle him. Unfortunately, the Scotsman tried to get across, but they're very thin on the ground in that kind of situation. The French are very good though. I mean, they're very athletic. They know this game. It looks very good for the future of French Rugby League, because this team seems to be pretty bit of a quality bunch. There's another man with blue hair. Interesting. Oh no, it's Rodriguez who's got a head protection on. So, am I wrong? No, I'm right. There are 3 men with blue hair. Frenchman going off there. It's number 3, the censor, Barrard. Yeah, on comes his replacement. And by the look of him, he's been on before. He looks a bit raggedy. No, that's not going to hit. That was Chris Manovich trying to put the ball across. Got a rain now. Rodriguez, there we go. French left wing, number 5, Ramondo, back on. So, as I said, a bit of a drizzly rain now coming down, so it's going to make it even worse. Although there's, well, we're into injury time, so there can't be that much. The rest is up to the referee or up to the timekeepers. Oh, was that? No, it was not a knock on. It didn't actually hit his hand, where the French have got possession. Here comes Ramondo. Again attacking, the referee saying, come on Scotland, go back on side, come on fellas. Scrum half, lost time, giving it into the prop, Clara. This is what the French will do. There he goes, that's the final whistle. So at the end of the game, it's 36 to France and 2 to Scotland. But we'll carry on until the ball goes dead. What's the well, the linesman flagging, but nobody's actually taking any notice of him. That's it, that's the end of the game. What a great French victory there. The French played very, very well. So we had tries from Van Brussel, the captain, from Ross, from Tenor, from Guardicelli. All these boys scored tries. And the kicking was between Fouquier and Chris Manovich.